What's up, Lego builders? Welcome back to Coconut Brick Studios, and in today's video I'm going to be turning this and this into the ultimate shrine to my Lego Star Wars Battle of Utapau Moc. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably recognize these two things. We've got a large chunk of Cato Nemoidia here and the smaller landing platform from Utapau. Since I did my first large-scale Lego Star Wars Moc, the Battle of Naboo, I have been saving either a chunk, section, or build from each of these mocs to kind of commemorate the build and remember it by. So over the years I've developed a nice little collection or mini museum into these mocs, but I want to do something more and I want to turn these mementos into an actual moc, starting with Utapau. I feel like that one has the best chance of turning into something cool, and that one's probably one of my favorite mocs. So I'm going to be taking this rock work and filler brick from Cato Nemoidia and then finishing off this platform area and turning it into a nice little display piece slash moc to not only commemorate Utapau but also have a nice little display piece to set different ships and minifigures on. So now that you guys know what's going on, it's time to figure out what exactly this moc or shrine, whatever you want to call it, is going to look like. Before I get into building the upper part of this moc and figuring out what exactly this is going to look like, I need to restore the underside. Because this pad was connected to the rest of Utapau, there was a big hole in the right side you can see me patching up. I'm not going to put anything on the back side, but I would like both sides to be finished to help support it and to make this moc look better overall. It's going to be pretty simple, obviously just throwing in like some dark tan bricks and stuff to create a wall. There are also some missing slope pieces on the front side that need to be added in, but that should be about it for the restoration portion of this build. I'm not going to make this moc very tall either. I feel like that's just kind of unnecessary, and the main thing that I want to be displaying here is the landing platform, so I just need something tall enough to support that and lift it up off the ground. Now I need to figure out what's going on top. The city of Utapau was a giant cavern with the spaceport and landing areas being at the entrance. So I thought about building a wall at the back of the moc and then adding a roof on top, kind of like what you saw with my large-scale Utapau moc. But I quickly nixed the roof idea as it would use a ton of parts and limit what I could display on here and where I could put it. But I like the idea of a back wall and I wanted to keep things simple, so I'm going to add a hangar doorway at the center of the platform in the rock wall, which leads off into a network of tunnels. Once that is done, I will add some crates, canisters, and other typical landing pad accessories. At long last, my Utapau moc finally has a proper memento to be remembered by. I finished that moc well over a year ago, and I'm really happy to still have a chunk of it to enjoy and display. I ended up making a private hangar for rich nobility and politicians to use to escape during the Battle of Utapau. The moc itself is pretty simple, like I said earlier. There is the landing pad and refuel and loading area inside the cavern with a doorway built into the rock where people can access the platform. The scene I added is Commander Cody and a small squad entering the landing area, having scoured the tunnels for any surviving enemies who could be of interest to the Republic. I'm really happy with how this turned out. The only thing I don't like is how flat the doorway is and how weak the back wall is. I connected it to the moc via some plates, so it's actually not built on top of the moc, making it very unstable and needs the pillar of brick underneath to support it. I'm not sold on the scene either, but the nice thing about mocs is I can change that up pretty easily. With this video coming to a close, don't forget to let me know what you think about this little moc dedicated to Utapau. And don't worry, this isn't the last time you're going to see an Utapau moc on the channel. I'll definitely be doing those in the future, maybe even revisiting it on a large scale. But I will catch you guys in the next video, but until then, happy building.